And in our top business story, Dubai Ports has announced that the strategic vision for maritime tourism is aimed at attracting 1 million maritime tourists by 2020. Sultan Ahmed bin Sulayem, the chairman of DP World and chairman of Ports Customs and Free Zone Corporation, PCFC, was quoted in local reports as saying that work is underway to implement a huge project to transform Rashid Port to one of the most attractive destinations for maritime tourism in the world, the first in the Middle East and North Africa in terms of the number of visitors and infrastructure that reinforces its position for this type of tourism. Within the framework of cooperation and partnerships efforts, a meeting was recently held to discuss the future strategy to attract a greater number of tourist ships and plans to strengthen the contribution of maritime tourism in supporting the growth of the tourism sector of the Emirate in general, in line with Dubai's Vision 2020 to attract 20 million visitors. Healthcare investment and expenditure in the UAE is expected to reach 70 billion dirhams by the year 2019. That's according to a senior official of the UAE Ministry of Health speaking during the 8th Building Healthcare Middle East Exhibition and Conference. Over 100 exhibitors from 70 countries showcased their services and offerings at this year's 3-day Building Healthcare Exhibition, as international companies are aiming to capitalize on what is described as one of the fastest growing healthcare construction markets. Speaking during the opening day of the conference, His Excellency Dr. Amin Al-Amiri, Undersecretary of Public Health Policy and Planning, shared the latest initiatives by the UAE Ministry of Health to develop the sector. Describing it as a key pillar of the UAE's non-oil economic growth, Dr. Al-Amiri stated that the healthcare investment in the UAE is expected to witness 8 to 9% annual growth over the coming years. It was added that in order to support the growth, the UAE will also look to achieve a 50% increase in the number of doctors as well as nurses and paramedics by the year 2021.
We as a government are always supportive to the local government. They established their institute now. As you know, that there is Abu Dhabi Authority, Dubai Authority, Dubai Healthcare City, and now Sharjah Healthcare City will be established soon. They established their management, but they will be establishing their hospitals. Despite that, we have the presidential office, which they are running some of the hospitals, which they run Sheikh Khalifa Hospital in Ras Al Khaimah, Sheikh Khalifa Hospital in Al Gawain, and now they will be handling over Sheikh Khalifa Hospital in Ajman and Masfout Hospital and Rashid Diabetic Center, which it means that really there is a sort of integration of the effort being provided by different sectors in the government of United Arab Emirates. At the end of the day, they are competing each other, and they are trying to raise the standards individually to provide the health services in the highest standard to the population of United Arab Emirates.
In addition to the conference, the exhibition also highlighted the latest robotic technologies, 3D printing, and mega projects, as well as discussing long-term care facilities, amongst other topics. One key area in the spotlight this year was telemedicine technology and telecommunication advancements in the form of iRobot, showcased by Russian firm UNEX. The robots developed by InTouch Healthcare can cost around $200,000, and according to UNEX, they can help provide a greater clinical healthcare at a distance with accurate real-time information.
This system can be connected to any diagnostic equipment which has modern connections, docks, ports, and you can get the visual information, for example, from endoscopic set, from laparoscopic surgical procedure, from ultrasound, from digital X-ray workstation or MRI and so on. And also, the doctor who is remotely taking care about the situation can see what is going on concrete, especially in this investigation, for example, endoscopic or ultrasound, and he has a direct access to this picture, to this diagnostic picture.
The UAE's real estate sector continues to remain positive despite subdued growth levels over the first half of this year, according to a new report by Knight Frank. The report highlighted that the residential market in Dubai maintained its stability so far this year, with prices in the prime segment increasing by 2% on a quarterly basis between Q4 last year and Q1 this year. While in Abu Dhabi, sales prices remained relatively stable on the back of a shortage in quality residential supply. The report revealed that the sluggish growth witnessed during the first half of the year was against a backdrop of global and regional uncertainties, as corporates and industries continue to scale back expansion plans amid increasing economic uncertainties. Although it was mentioned that as the industrial and logistics sector remain the main pillar of the Dubai's non-oil economy, the sluggish performance of the global trade market is likely to reflect on the performance of the industrial sector in the short to medium term. Property and real estate agents were quoted in the report as saying that while demand in Abu Dhabi has slowed significantly on the back of the decline in oil prices, the limited supply of quality industrial space is expected to keep the market stable. On the other side, the report revealed that the retail market in Dubai and Abu Dhabi is expected to see slower growth levels over the second half of the year, and it is expected that the residential market will most likely level out by the end of this year before seeing gradual recovery in 2017. Emirates NBD has announced that it will invest 500 million dirhams over the next 3 years towards digital innovation and multi-channel transformation of its processes, products, and services. The bank also revealed plans to launch the UAE's first digital bank, targeted at millennials, and an initiative using digitization and social input as key enablers, while the new digital bank will offer consumers the next generation of self-service money management with useful tools and applications. Officials revealed that the bank's investment will focus on 5 key areas: end-to-end process transformation, smoother, faster, and more responsive customer interface, omni-channel experience, fortification of cybersecurity and anti-fraud capabilities, and enhancement data management and analytics. This will all be underpinned to the UAE's smart city initiatives.